U.S. Citizenship Test, Part 9, Protecting Rights and Justice.
The cold winter morning felt sharper as Mark walked toward the community center, but his mind was filled with warmth and anticipation. The final steps of his journey to becoming a citizen were within reach, and today's session with Anne would complete his understanding of the principles that defined American life. Over the course of their sessions, Mark had come to appreciate not only the freedoms and rights that citizenship offered, but also the weight of the responsibilities that came with it. Now, it was time to learn about how those rights were protected and how justice was upheld. When Mark entered the study room, Anne greeted him with a smile that was now as familiar as the room itself.
Mark, you've come so far. Today's lesson will be our last formal session. We're going to talk about how the rights you've learned about are protected and the role of the justice system in maintaining fairness. Ready to dive in?
I'm ready. This journey has taught me so much, and I'm excited to finish strong.
Question: what is the rule of law? A. The idea that the government can change laws whenever it wants. B. The principle that everyone, including government leaders, must follow the law. C. The belief that laws only apply to certain people.
Answer B. The principle that everyone, including government leaders, must follow the law.
Exactly. The rule of law is the foundation of fairness in any society. It means that no one is above the law, not even the president. Why do you think this is such an important concept?
I think it's because, without the rule of law, the people in power could do whatever they wanted. It ensures that everyone is treated equally and that justice is applied fairly.
That's right. The rule of law keeps the government accountable and ensures that justice applies to all citizens. It's one of the core principles that protects democracy and individual rights.
Mark had heard the term rule of law before, but now it resonated with him in a deeper way. It was the shield that protected every person, ensuring that no one had unchecked power and that justice was always the priority.
Now that we've talked about how the rule of law protects rights, let's focus on one of the key amendments that ensures justice: your right to a fair trial. Question: which amendment guarantees the right to a fair trial? A. The First Amendment. B. The Fifth Amendment. C. The Sixth Amendment.
Answer C. The Sixth Amendment.
Correct. The Sixth Amendment guarantees the right to a speedy and public trial, an impartial jury, and a lawyer. Why do you think this is so essential to ensuring justice?
I think it's because, without these protections, people could be unfairly imprisoned or judged. A fair trial makes sure that everyone gets the chance to defend themselves.
Exactly. The right to a fair trial is one of the most important safeguards in the justice system. It ensures that the accused have the opportunity to present their case, that decisions are made based on evidence, and that justice is served fairly.
Mark realized how vital these protections were. Growing up, he had seen what happened in places where people didn't have the right to defend themselves properly. Here, the Constitution ensured that no one was punished without a fair chance to be heard.
Now, let's talk about how citizens can actively help maintain justice in their own communities by serving on a jury. Question: what is the purpose of a jury in the legal system? A. To decide if a law should be changed. B. To determine guilt or innocence in a trial. C. To advise the judge on how to punish someone.
Answer: B. To determine guilt or innocence in a trial.
That's right. A jury is made up of regular citizens who listen to the evidence in a trial and decide whether the accused is guilty or innocent. Why do you think it's important for citizens to be involved in the legal process this way?
I think it's because it ensures that justice is in the hands of the people. A jury brings different perspectives, and it helps prevent decisions from being made only by those in power.
Exactly. Jury service ensures that the legal process reflects the values and views of the community. It keeps the system grounded and fair, with ordinary people playing a crucial role in upholding justice.
Anne set her papers aside for the last time, signaling that their journey together had reached its conclusion. Mark felt a deep sense of accomplishment, not just because he had learned what he needed for the test, but because he had gained a profound understanding of what it meant to be a citizen.
Mark, you've come so far. You've learned about your rights, responsibilities, and now the justice system that protects those rights. You're ready for this next step, and I have no doubt that you'll be a citizen who upholds these values.
Thank you, Anne. I feel ready. I understand now that being a citizen isn't just about knowing the facts. It's about living by the principles that hold this country together.
Exactly. And you've shown that you're ready to do just that.
As Mark walked out of the community center, the early morning light reflecting off the snow, he felt a deep sense of purpose. He had learned so much about the country, the rights it protected, and the justice system that upheld those rights. Soon, he would take the oath of citizenship, not just as someone who had passed a test, but as someone who understood and embraced the responsibility of protecting and defending the values that made this country strong. As Mark reflects on the role of justice in protecting rights, consider this. How does the involvement of citizens in serving on juries contribute to fairness and justice in society?
Question for the audience: why is serving on a jury an important responsibility for citizens? A. It allows citizens to influence the outcome of trials. B. It gives citizens the power to write laws. C. It allows citizens to argue with lawyers. Being part of a jury ensures that the legal process remains fair and just by involving the perspectives of everyday people.
Here are 5 words and phrases related to the theme of U.S. Citizenship Test. Part 9. Protecting Rights and Justice.
Rule of law. The principle that all people, including those in power, must follow the law. Fair trial, a legal proceeding in which the rights of the accused are protected and justice is applied equally and impartially. Impartial, treating all people equally, without bias or favoritism, especially in the context of legal decisions. Jury, a group of citizens who are sworn to decide the guilt or innocence of an accused person based on the evidence presented in a trial. Justice, the fair and impartial treatment of all individuals under the law, ensuring that rights are protected and wrongdoings are addressed.